Welcome to PBS MediaShift Digital Media Brief, brought to you by NextSpace Next Kids, co-working and childcare in San Francisco. I'm Andrew Lee with guests Alex Leo of Yahoo, Ben Mullin of Poynter Institute, Michael Sebastian of AdAge. Buzzfeed has shown you can fund a company purely through native advertising, but when they deleted a post criticizing Dove, people wondered if they had gotten too cozy with advertisers. The American Society of Magazine Editors just released new guidelines on native advertising, and their message is clear. If sponsored content can be mistaken for editorial content, then something is wrong. Ben, what can we learn from how BuzzFeed handled this situation?
I think Alex made a really good point in that you have to handle it with transparency. I think a lot of the feeding frenzy happened when there wasn't a forthcoming explanation that made a whole lot of sense right away. So I think you have to be really transparent about what your native ad's going to be, how your policy is, and when your behavior is inconsistent with your policy, you have to address that publicly and own it, which they eventually did.
Right. Michael, what innovations are helping organizations keep that separation of editorial and revenue generation content clean?
Yeah, a lot of companies, from the New York Times to BuzzFeed, are creating what they call studios, and essentially what they are, they're departments within their organizations that are separate from the newsroom. They exist within the marketing department, and they're staffed with writers and videographers and people that can create content for brands, which they can then charge the brands for and make more revenue out of. Somebody at the New York Times told me that around their studio, which is called T-Brand Studio, the slogan is "Journalism is the new marketing degree," which I feel like highlights a lot of what they're thinking about.
Wow. And Alex, what has your experience been with that relationship of advertising and editorial, and how to keep that line clear?
Yeah, I think that there's one thing that we haven't talked about, which is the role of product and design in this. So, keeping the line between advertising and marketing and editorial clear is very important, but also having the visual cues that keep everyone knowledgeable about what they're reading and when and why, and who is producing it for what reason. And a lot of that can be done through really wonderful product and design.
Great. Well, thanks so much for joining us on the Digital Media Brief from PBS MediaShift, brought to you by NextSpace and Next Kids. Learn more about their pioneering program combining co-working and childcare at nextspace.us/nextkids, and we'll catch you next week. Thank you.